11 times in the last half century, one of these two schools has been crowned national champion. Nebraska and Oklahoma, the Huskers and the Sooners. Those are the legends. These are the new guys. Bob Stoops, only his second year, has never beaten Nebraska as a player or a coach. Frank Solich, longtime assistant to Tom Osborne, now in his third season, and he's got this program right where he wants it. The 79th meeting of Oklahoma and Nebraska, and it's underway. Judd Davies picks up the short kick, and he got it out to about the 24-yard line.
Checking off, first play of the game.
Straight ahead he goes, and a nice run across the 30. Dan Alexander picks up 7. As we take a look at our Chili starting lineups, here's the offensive front, and it's a dandy. Volk, Finotti, Raiola might be the best center in the country, Hochstein and Shaw. Willie Miller leads the way as the fullback. You've seen Dan Alexander carry. Wistrom's a dangerous tight end. Davison and Newcomb are the wide receivers. On the option, Crouch will keep. First down and a lot more across the 40. And he's out to the 46-yard line. Here's the Chili's front wall. They're undersized, but they're quick. The Corey crew, Heineke, Fisher, Klein, and Callens. The linebacking core is a good one. Stephen Marshall, Rocky Kalmus is a Butkus candidate. And in the secondary, and they're improving week in and week out, Thompson, Thatcher's a big play man. Williams may be the best strong safety in the conference, and Derrick Strait is the other corner. First down, Nebraska from the 46. This time straight ahead and stood up immediately is Dan Alexander. High backfield behind Crouch on the keeper. Eric Crouch broke one tackle, but he won't get away from the next two.
But the linebackers are in this defense make all the plays. Kalmus is 20, Marshall is 10. Kalmus runs all the way across the formation to make the play.
Just outside the 48. And they go down the middle to the tight end Wistrom, and it's a first down at the 39-yard line. There's his favorite target box at the Sooners 39. Crouch drops back off play action, wants it all, man wide open, got him, and it's Davison.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Nebraska methodically moves down the field and takes a 7-0 lead.
These are the two highest scoring teams in the nation. You expect a few points to be scored.
Here's the kick. Antoine Savage picks it up, looking for an alley, and got out to the 25-yard line.
Knowing his teammates for 4 months.
From the 25, Heupel had it batted in the air. Protect their left-handed quarterback, Romero, Duncan. Burcham is the leader there, a former walk-on. Skinner and Kempenick. The running backs and wide receivers, Seth Luttrell's the fullback, Little Quentin Griffin, all 5-6 of them the tail. Smith, the tight end, Savage and Woolfolk, the wide receivers, but many times we'll see 3 and 4 wide receiver groupings. And right now it's a shotgun. Here comes a blitz. Josh fires in out of the hands of his intended receiver, Trent Smith. And a penalty marker down. And it's a holding call. First down by penalty. Here's an end around. Antoine Savage, he got the corner. Savage, another first down, a pickup of close to 13.
Or to add some new things, some new wrinkles, run them early in the game and get Nebraska thinking, especially their defensive coordinator, Craig Bold.
That's his 4th time that Savage has carried it on an end around this year. He does in the shotgun. Heupel flush from the pocket. He's going to keep it, and he paid the price. The Nebraska defensive front, Kelsey, Lohr, Slechta, who's already made a big play, and Kyle Vanden Bosch is their emotional leader on that front wall. Shanley, Carlos Polka, Butkus candidate, and Randy Stella, who just made the last tackle. And the secondary looks like this. Craver, possibly on his way to an all-Big 12 performance. Booker, Walker, and Sweeney. Walker very versatile back there at safety for second down 11.
Here they come.
Heupel, plenty of time. Man open, got him inside the 45. Cornhusker 44. Pressure coming, pass incomplete, intended for Woolfolk, who had a half step. And here's a dangerous return man, Joe Walker, awaiting the punt from Jeff Ferguson. This one sails out of bounds. Let's see where they're going to mark this.
It's going to be a good one.
They're going to stop inside the 10 at the 9. On the keeper, Crouch goes down, a loss of 2. On second and 12 for the defense. Miller, the fullback, and he's into the secondary. Willie Miller across the 40, all the way out to midfield. First down at midfield. Crouch now, play action, drops to throw again. Wistrom's wide open on a crossing pattern. And it's another Nebraska first down. On first down, they'll try the fullback again. This time, a gain of 2.
Offense, there is no doubt about that.
Crouch will keep it. And he's free. Eric Crouch, great speed. They aren't going to get him. Touchdown. Up and good. And a shocked, sold-out Memorial Stadium.
The thing there is, Oklahoma feels the pressure offensively now, not only to score points, but to keep the ball and keep it away from Nebraska.
Out to about the 24-yard line. First down, Oklahoma. This is their first run of the game. Quentin Griffin, about 2.
Here it comes.
There's out of the flat, an open receiver, but incomplete. Blitz coming from the secondary. They back out of it. Heupel fires across the middle. This time he's got his man Savage, shot to the 45-yard line. First down, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma side is breathing a little easier. Just a curl. The defense is going to drop back in zone coverage. There's a big hole right here. Big lane to throw. Nice execution. Not panicking. Nice job, Oklahoma.
This time a good follow-through by Heupel to put it right on the number. Heupel's going to roll that way. Josh throws off his back foot. Still got it there. Complete. Very close to another first down. He might have it.
That's a covey there.
Heupel's going to throw the deep out. It's incomplete. Change the complexion and the emotional state of the Sooners. Heupel across the middle. Tough catch and a good one by Woolfolk.
Possibly get some big yardage. Here's Woolfolk over here. He's going to come across. These other guys are coming the other way to clear it out for him. Woolfolk, now he clears. Great throw right in front of him.
Bob Stoops was telling us the wide receivers, since I've been here, they go in the indoor facility, they catch tennis balls going about 100 miles an hour right in front of their face.
Never heard of that.
Never heard of that, but that looked like that drill helped the cause there. Here comes a safety blitz. Heupel throws. Woolfolk. It's on a hook and ladder. Is it Elvis Peacock all over? No, not quite.
Here it is. It's the old hook and ladder. You know, usually you pull this out late in the game as a desperation. I like this. I like this, Bob Stoops, you know.
At the 26-yard line. Heupel. They give him time. He's going deep. Got a man. Overshot. Antoine Savage to the line. Here they come. Everybody coming. Heupel. Overshot his intended receiver, Trent Smith. Kicked the net from 43.
Help us get started.
On the way. I think he's got it. And he took it in there. No. And the last drive was 91 yards. And here's Buckhalter off the left side at
47 points a game.
On 2nd and 3, pitch to Buckhalter. And penalty markers down, and they have a holding call against Nebraska. John Laurie's our referee, and there's the holding call.
That he means as much to our offense as the quarterback.
Looked like a broken play, and Crouch goes down.
3-man line.
Crouch straight drop. Play action, fires complete to Davison, and they've got another 3rd and long converted. Here he is on the option keeper. Oh boy, did he get pasted. He got hit actually by his own man. May have a great crack at all the marbles in the Orange Bowl. Flags are down as Buckhalter is dropped.
Illegal motion, offense. The penalty is declined. Down.
Slip screen. Kalmus blew that up. Oh, what a play by Kalmus. Zone 20. High snap. Haydenfeld handles it. Wobbly kick. Thatcher waves everybody off, and he'll take the fair catch at the 25-yard line. The All-American over 1,000 yards in that 52 season. Here's Quentin Griffin just trying to get a yard, and he can't.
This drives you nuts. These guys up here, they're just poking around. You don't know whether they're coming or whether they're not.
Across the middle, find the open man. Well, that's what can happen when you blitz. And out to the 44 goes Curtis Fagan.
You don't know where the line. Here he's just going to come from this side over here and hold up right in the middle of the field, right there, wide open. Good shot, good throw, good play. The offensive line, when those guys get up here in the line, they don't know whether they're coming or...
Brent Smith, the tight end's in a slot on the right side. Here's a shovel pass, but well read by the Nebraska defense. It'll be the final play of the first quarter.
Here they come.
Blitz coming again. Heupel fires wide open, got his man across midfield. It's Luttrell, the fullback from Norman. All Nebraska 14-0, but the Sooners have something going.
Here they go.
Here they come after him again. Quick read. He went over the middle. Carlos Polk almost intercepted that. One for 43 to help set that score up. And here goes Heupel. He's going to do a little bit of crouch. Keep it. Get what he can, and he got a lot more than he expected.
Pick up first downs doing this. Defensive linebackers faked, moved around. Everybody's covered. Keeps it alive. That's all you need to do, right? Here they come.
Josh going to get rid of it in a hurry. Nobody over there in green. Here comes a blitz from inside. Heupel has time now. Running out. Throws. Got a man open. Got him. Inside the 5 is Curtis Fagan.
The receiver is going to come in here, and then he's going to go downfield. But I want to show you something. Go ahead and roll it. Watch where he is when he starts to throw this ball. Right now, look, he's throwing the ball, and he's throwing it to this area. The receiver is right here. Look at this. He had to throw it and trust that the receiver would get there, and the defensive backs would.
5, 6 of them. They're going to give it to him, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. After the lead is cut in half. Found a little avenue to the end zone. 14-7. Nebraska has been there so many years before, but they haven't been there this year before. So his team fights back into contention in this one, and now they kick away to Joe Walker. Walker from the 2, collared at the 13.
For Oklahoma have been outstanding this year. Going back to the head coach, all phases of the game have been good.
Play fake by Crouch. Plenty of time. Deep middle. Pipped. Almost intercepted. First incompletion for Crouch. Now on the option pitch. Buckhalter broke one tackle. Got out to about the 19 of the day so far. It's Crouch to throw. It's batted in the air. Dan Haydenfeld gets the kick away, but Thatcher may have a shot at this one. Has to backpedal. Takes it at the 18. And he's going down at the 20. Miami for all the marbles, January 3rd on ABC. Here's a swing pass out in the flat to Mackey. And Mackey's got it all the way out to the 36-yard line.
Traffic between he and the receiver. 2 defensive guys are there. Sweeney, 16, is running with Fagan down the field.
First down at the 36. Here comes a blitz. Heupel's going to go long. Got a man out there, almost making the catch. He did make the catch. At the 30 is Woolfolk.
Around here, come on. Single coverage. Sweeney, 16 on the coverage. Doesn't know where the ball is, but when he sees Woolfolk look back, he looks back. Oh, nice job. Nice play.
Lynn Swan is in a red uniform.
Bob, Brad, that was Super Bowl 10. Deja vu. Retains focus and concentration on the ball. Tremendous.
Here's a quick opener to Griffin. Side.
Here they come.
Nebraska's 30-yard line. And they whistle the play dead.
Delay game. Offense. Replay second down.
Second down at 14. Heupel quickly over the middle, threw it behind Josh Norman. Everybody coming again. Heupel gonna loft it long, man out there. He's got him. Curtis Fagan, touchdown, Oklahoma. Now the Fletcher hold, snaps clean. The kick is up and good.
He knows what he's got. He's got a blitz coming, and he knows he's got single coverage. If he can just wait long enough. Now he needs to avoid this man right here to give this one enough time to get open. He throws it deep in front of him across the field. I can't say how nice a throw that is.
And this pass has been open all day. They missed on it a couple of times, but number 12, Curtis Fagan's a sophomore. He's got the speed. He's behind the man, but Heupel leads him to that open territory. It's a pass that he throws a bit on faith and a bit on reading that defensive secondary, knowing that if he can hold on to the ball long enough, that receiver will be open in the end zone.
To get deep, and then he threw it way across the field, laid it out in front of him. Let him run under it.
Duncan's kick is a deep one. Joe Walker will bring it from 2 yards up in the end zone, and he's paced it again before he got to the 15. Inside their own 14 or worse. But one time they went 91 yards. This time, Dan Alexander's met head on the option. Just your one series, then it's football. On the option keeper is Crouch. And Eric's the power eye. And it's Eric Crouch to keep it again, and down he goes. Huskers clean up, 2nd down 11. Crouch wants to throw a screen, fades it out there, incomplete, intended for the I-back Alexander. Crouch play action, here comes a blitz, he got around it. Man open across the middle, but he threw behind Davison. And they block it! And Oklahoma's got it inside the 5.
That both teams were good on special teams. Look from this side over here. It's going to come from our right side, the kicker's right side. No, it didn't. Excuse me. Looked like it was, but he got from the inside.
Norman came from one side. Woolfolk's the guy that scooped it up. There's Norman laying out.
He got right up the middle.
Heupel on the give to Griffin. And Griffin got a couple. Heupel gives it to him. And he stumbles forward. He might have gotten a yard. 1 yard line. They have not led in this football game. And Griffin to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all. That's a 19-yard field goal attempt to try to give the Sooners the lead. And he does. It was Josh Norman on that play that set up the Sooners close. Now they lead by 3. Kick away, and Newcomb and Walker away on the other end. Joe Walker, 2 yards deep, will take a knee. Both these teams have those kind of plans this year. Here's the end around on the pitch to Bobby Newcomb. Hit in the backfield, and down he goes.
The middle, it blows it right up. Defense is upfield. Heineke does a nice job of containment.
2nd down, 16. Crouch, plenty of time. Wide open is Newcomb across the middle, but Kalmus has got him all wrapped up. Crouch blitz. Incomplete, intended for Wistra. This time Haydenfeld gets it away. But Thatcher's got a shot at it from the 32. J.T. Thatcher got a block. Across the 45 to the 46-yard line. And Heupel back to throw again. Throws. Complete, and what a nice hit in the open field by Joe Walker. An OU offense with a 2nd and 11. Heupel across the middle. Found his receiver inside. Midfield and down, close to a 1st down is Curtis Fagan.
Here's a receiver right over here. He's just going to come right across the field. Man coverage, everybody's running with somebody. Right here, you see he's way off of him. How far he is off of him.
Nebraska may have jumped in the neutral zone. Might be a free play for Heupel. Deep for Savage. Another flag down, and Savage came down with the football.
Multiple fouls against the defense. Offside. That penalty is declined. Pass interference on the defense. That penalty is declined. 1st down.
Here's Polk right here. He's just going to step off sides, and he doesn't get back in time right there.
And Antoine Savage running down the sideline. Look at the way he gathers himself, the focus, the concentration. A lot of receivers don't gather themselves, don't get themselves prepared to go up over the top. He did, makes a great play.
Nebraska 8-yard line. End around. Josh Norman. Norman, touchdown! Up and good.
Look at Norman, number 3. He's going to come across the formation, take the handoff from his roommate, the quarterback. Norman was a running back. He is 6'2", 231 pounds. He knows how to run the ball when he has it in his hand.
The game is taken. Bobby Newcomb would like to change the complexion of it. He's the kind of guy that can, but it's Walker again. He'll have to take it 4 yards in the end zone from the 20. They'll try it the old-fashioned way, and that doesn't work either.
And they blew a tire.
They did. Crouch trying to put some air back in it. But he's brought down after only about a 2-yard gain. And now Eric's looking at 3rd and 8 again. Slip screen to Newcomb, and Newcomb dropped it. This time they've got the return on. Nice kick. J.T. Thatcher camps under it at the 21. Made the first man miss. Thatcher up to about the 27, maybe the 28-yard line. Slow down, number 14, Josh Heupel. Penalty markers fly in.
Substitution infraction, Oklahoma.
And before intermission. They'll keep it on the ground. Griffin.
The first 2.
And as you saw that, 3 of those were 3 and out, so those are quick. Heupel throws a block for Griffin. Not before halftime with a 10-point lead. So they keep it safe and on the ground. And out to the 31-yard line.
He's run back 6 kicks for touchdowns in his career.
Bobby has to wave everybody out of the way.
I wouldn't kick it.
Going to let it go.
I wouldn't kick it to him either.
And that took a long time. In fact, I think they're going to put some clock back on here if they can slow down the crowd. I guess they're not. I thought that thing rolled dead before the clock ran out, but the officials will let them head to the locker room. They were 14 down. Now they're 10 up, 24-14 at the break. And J.T. Thatcher is back waiting along with Antoine Savage on a line drive kick that will go out of the back of the end zone.
Back to running what we do best. And defensively, we just got to go up and make the play and not let them have the big play like they've been getting.
Coach, thank you very much.
Did this play, the little swing pass. This is just good coaching at halftime, and it's a safe play to get started in the second half. I told you that Norman was a running back last year. They switched him over about the middle of the season.
First down at the 35. Heupel across the middle, draped all over Savage. Here's the end around. They scored a touchdown on this earlier. Fagan. This time Nebraska's all over it defensively. Heupel in trouble. Throws almost intercepted. He's dropped a couple already inside the 20. That's what he'll try to do here. High, lazy kick. And trying to make the catch. And it's a touchback. Let's see if they go to the ground game. Crouch will keep it. Cartwheeled by Rocky Kalman. That's not good. Crouch on 2nd and 8. Keeps it. It's got a first down. He's got a bunch more. Out to the 40. Crouch drops back in trouble. And down he goes. Back at the 30.
Marshall, right here. Going to take a look at the play action. Reads that it's not play. And right there. He's got it.
Nebraska will protect its quarterback. Crouch from the shotgun. Eric's in trouble again. Down he goes again.
Never mind. Here's Marshall right here, the middle linebacker. Deja vu. He's not going to get him, but he forces him out of the pocket. Well, he does end up getting him. Got the second shot at him.
He flushed him, and then Callan's got a hand, and Marshall did the rest. Third and long. 27 to go. Crouch straight drop. Sideline intercepted. Derrick Strait. And Strait might go straight to the end zone. Touchdown. Extra point is good.
This is not where Nebraska wants to be. This is not their comfort zone. 3rd and long, drop back passing. This is not what they like to do, and they don't do it very well.
Just became a hero. Derrick Strait on a 32-yard interception return for a touchdown.
Back for a touchdown. This is not where Nebraska is comfort. This is not their comfort zone.
And normally they are a team that has tremendous field position out of their. And now the crowd is deafening. Crouch on a pitch. Alexander. Strong run by Alexander. His best of the day. 2nd down a yard. Willie Miller might have gotten there. Territory. Crouch will try to do it himself. I'll tell you what, he didn't get much, but he got enough. Crouch on the option, hit by Marshall again, a loss of a yard. Brought it back to the huddle.
Got to hurry.
2nd and 12. Here's a screen to Newcomb. Bobby Newcomb dangerous in the open field. They close in on him, but he got out to the 38-yard line. Power eye again. 3rd and 3. First down. Love to be in on their coaches' meetings. Straight give to Alexander. Got a pass look in there now, but it's the option. Crouch will keep it. Swarmed under.
Watch this, Marshall and Callens. There's no defensive guys off their feet.
And Bob, what I was...
3rd and 6 for Crouch. Wistrom in there with 3 wideouts. It's Newcomb with a diving catch. And I think he's got the first down. First down at the 48. Alexander. 46-yard line of OU. Crouch play faked. Running for his life. Throws incomplete. Wistrom, the intended receiver. Just drive alive. On the option. Crouch. Hit. kept his balance but went down. Josh Norman, that's Thatcher waiting the kick. High. Punt is going to go all the way to the end zone on the fly. Who's been nothing short of brilliant again today, Quentin Griffin. And
they're up there threatening.
They back out of this one a little bit. Heupel lofts one, and there is the interception. Fly Watchorn. Penalty markers down, but Watchorn's got his 5th pick.
Pass interference on the offense. Whoa. Penalty line, first down.
There's the turnover the Huskers were looking for. Quarter. Here's the stretch, the handoff to Alexander. He's got to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's got that kind of speed. He drops to throw. Going to try to do it with his arm. Davison out of bounds. Newcomb in motion toward the ball. Crouch across the middle. Newcomb with a catch. And throws incomplete. Down at its own 34-yard line. Heupel across the middle, completes it to Fagan, and a penalty marker down. We might have a roughing the passer penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, 15 yards, the end of the run.
Vanden Bosch. Oh. He's under control with this kid. See?
Doesn't pay off. Here's a fake and an option to Griffin. Griffin on the left side all the way down to the 30 and down a yard. Heupel to throw for it. Across the middle, beautiful play defensively by Joe Walker. They're going to bring the heat, and penalty markers.
Ball start offense, 5 yards, replay, third down.
Nebraska needs a stop or a turnover again. Heupel to throw. Josh getting pressure, is going to do it on his own. Got it.
But he sees they're covered. When he scrambles, he likes to move to his left. He's a left-hander. Everybody's covered except the quarterback, and he.
Deep middle, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. Hunt. Quick throw, complete out to Mackey, and Mackey's dropped for a pickup of only about a yard by of the 3rd. Heupel in trouble. They finally get to him and drop him back at the 40-yard line. And that may have taken him out of field goal range as well. That's the end of 3. ABC Sports presentation of college football will continue after this message and a word from our ABC stations. And Newcomb and Walker back there. They'd like to save this thing before it goes into the end zone. And they still have to call fair catch. Crouch, late pitch. That is a new Memorial Stadium record crowd. 3rd down and inches. Crouch leans forward and got the first down. Nebraska. Crouch, quick drop, quick throw. Completes it across the 35 to John Gibson. Pass to open the score. Crouch, plenty of time. Throws, Davison's got it. And he spins to the 41-yard line. On the option. He'll keep it. Only got to the 40 though. Rocky Kalmus is there. Crouch on 2nd and 8's got an open field behind him now. Nice move inside the 30. Eric Crouch to the 25-yard line. A long give to the I-backs who have been struggling all day, and Buckhalter. And Oklahoma will blitz. And the quick reads to Davison. Davison lost the ball. And Oklahoma's got it.
Plenty of time. Ball's on target. It never had it cleanly. Strait knocks it out. Average number 7 picks it up. And I'm beginning to go back to what everybody's been asking me all week. Is this Oklahoma team for real?
Yep.
I think that's been answered.
Left to play. Heupel on a crossing route in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Back then.
Here's Heupel from the spread. Throw incomplete. Chuck Long in the middle of those assistant coaches. Great Iowa quarterback who's added his own little twist to things. And Heupel's going to go down. High snap. Here's a kick. Can Bobby Newcomb pull a Johnny Rodgers from the 30? Loses the ball. He covered it himself. Ball. From the 32-yard line on offense are the Cornhuskers when we come back. Crouch on a keeper. Broke a tackle across the 40. Crouch out to midfield.
Almost.
From midfield. Crouch to throw. Pump fakes. Going deep. Out of bounds.
Thomas is a great leader for this club.
I tell you, they've got a lot of speed in the defensive secondary. They got a lot of speed.
Has the hair.
Still got the hair working. 3rd and 10 for Crouch. Got a man open. Davison thrown behind him. Nebraska punts. Wide snap. Haydenfeld handled it, and he kicked it a mile. 8 yards deep in the end zone. Heupel to Griffin on a handoff, and Griffin knocked off his feet after about a 3-yard gain. I don't care who you're running against. Here's Heupel on a keeper. Josh Heupel. First down.
They just need some time off the clock. He knew he couldn't get anything outside. His only chance was back inside. And his big guard, 68, that's Duncan.
First down for his team at the 35-yard line. Now it's Griffin, and he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Number 1 in front of it. Here's a give to Griffin. And again, they stop him.
The new players in.
Heupel, not a keeper. Nebraska in desperate need of a big play. Trying to get a block kick and a flag down. They tried to go after Ferguson, and it didn't pay off. Keogh Craver, and it's roughing the punter too.
Coming from the right side. Looked like the punter kicked that ball to the left. The ball took off left.
They fake the end around, play action. Josh Heupel in trouble. Now he pulls it down, and off he goes. Heupel's got a first down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards for Josh Heupel. And a wink to the sideline. Is he a cool
In college football, he played last year through 30 touchdown passes. Come back this year, he's not throwing as many because they're running the football more. A nice move there. Tries to get away from Polk, and eventually goes down. You got to hand it to Bob Stoops.
Dead ball.
40 ever.
False start offense. 5 yards. Replay.
Players similar to what Bob Stoops is doing here. He's got most of the same players. He's just turned this program.
Little draw play to Griffin. Griffin inside the 25. On a blitz. Griffin can't get away.
To Governor.
They could run on the Sooner party. Heupel throws a dart complete.
So they got the defense going. The special teams are good here at OU. This is a very impressive team. I don't know if there's any great teams this year.
They will. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Norman, Oklahoma.
Amen, brother.
You won't even need a mask to have a good time tonight. Long time in Soonerland. Griffin stopped for a loss. Quentin Griffin on a sweep. He's close to a first down. College football right now, unless you're a Nebraska Cornhusker fan. Crouch to throw. Deep toss on the sideline, incomplete. 2 million will tell you that they were here by the end of the season. Crouch about to go to 7-0 and drop Nebraska to 7-1. And another overthrow, kind of the story of the day. Crouch will keep it, and down he goes. That's Jason White, the backup quarterback, who takes a knee. And Oklahoma spots number 1 Nebraska, 14 points. They storm back with 31 of their own, and they win it going away. They now are the number 1 team in the country. It's been 13 years since they saw one this good in '87. That was a number 2 Oklahoma team over number 1 Nebraska. 13 years later, it's deja vu all over again.
And this is not like you're ranked number 4 beating a number 3 team. You're number 2 beating a number 1, and there is no doubt.
You see the scene at midfield. A happy group of Sooners.
Boy, how long has it been since you've seen this in Norman, Oklahoma?
And as you said last night, welcome back, Oklahoma.